King Bee, we have a problem. It seems Michael Williams can't be bothered to do his own show. He's too busy reading some tragic novel. Can you help us, please? We need you to fill in.
I'll be your Huckleberry. There, how's this?
Well, I suppose we can't do anything about the fangs. All right, let's just go with it.
Hi, and welcome to the Mike Williams Show with Mike Williams. I'm your host, Mike Williams, and tonight we have Brett Dixon, who will be talking to us about this new movie he wants to create using animojis. Hey Brett, how's it going?
Hi Mike, it's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me on the show.
Well, now that I finally got you here, tell me about your new projects.
Well, Mike, I've been kicking around this idea for a movie for a long time, and I've just recently discovered animojis, and I want to try to make a movie using animojis.
So, Brett, what are animojis anyway? Well, you may be familiar with emojis. They're these icons that you can put on your keyboard, and they make smiley faces and thumbs up signs and things like that. Well, they came up with these things called memojis, where you can basically design your own emoji with your own character and have them do emoji kind of things like thumbs ups. And now, with animojis, you can actually design a character and have the character be a filter and kind of a mask for you. So, of course, it's perfect for a Changeling movie. So, Brett, tell me about this Legend of King Bee thing you've been working on.
One of my favorite all-time movies was The Mask with Jim Carrey. In it, he plays this average guy who encounters a magical mask that allows him to adapt himself, to change himself, and take on superpowers that enable him to overcome any situation in a funny way. So I kind of want to do the same thing with King Bee. It's a comic book superhero film where the main character is a changeling.
So, what is it about?
It's kind of a cross between Species and Spider-Man and the X-Files and Little Buddha meets Native American folklore.
And in this story, it's a lot like the X-Files, where they were working with bees. They were putting alien DNA in bees. And part of this story is that as a young boy, the hero character gets stung by a transgenic bee that has alien DNA. And it turns him into this changeling. And he's basically able to take on the form of any person or animal that he comes into contact with. He needs to come in contact with their DNA. That's the only thing. It's kind of like Manimal. I don't know if you remember this show that we grew up with as kids, but it featured this guy, and he was a changeling, and he was able to change into a panther or a falcon, other animals. It was a really cool show. Tell me more about King Bee. Who is he?
He's also kind of a rock star. I would say that King Bee is also based a lot on Lestat from the Anne Rice vampire novels. In the book Lestat, Lestat actually does become a rock star, and that's what I want for King Bee, to be kind of this changeling rock star character.
King Bee is also kind of a trickster. Since he's a changeling, he's a lot like Loki or Coyote Old Man, Pan, all these tricksters from all these different mythologies, all rolled up into one. That's what I loved about The Mask. Jim Carrey was just so funny at resolving conflicts. It was so amazing and inspiring. And I want to do that kind of thing, for sure. Whereas Jim Carrey had kind of the green mask that was kind of a central theme, I think I'm going to go with fangs. Tell me more about this movie you're making. It incorporates elements from so many different films. In fact, that's what I want it to be. I want it to be the film that kind of brings all other films together and hopefully brings the world together and saves the world. So I guess you're having open auditions. How do you get involved? I would say the best way to get involved is just to iMessage me an emoji and let's start talking. Let's start working with it. Let's play with it. Let's come up with characters. Let's come up with backstory. Let's come up with your intro. I'd love to help you out and come up with some good characters for a movie. Has anyone contacted you yet? So far, I've had one person contact me. It's an old friend from high school who I reunited with at Burning Man some years ago. And we've been working on some characters for her, and it's very exciting. I think it's going to be great. So do you have any clips you can show us tonight? Actually, I do have a short clip. It's strictly storyboard at this point. We're probably going to redo everything, but, it's a start, and it's a nice little kernel to begin with, and from here we can go anywhere. I've been working with Michelle Thau, and it has been awesome. Together we've kind of come up with at least one alien character and another one that we have yet to work on a little bit, but we've got one for a scene, and I think it works pretty well. I'm very excited about it, and we do have another character. She's also playing the mom now, so check it out. They used my DNA to create him.
Does that mean you are his father?
Our shared DNA connects us, whether I wanted to or not.
So, were you able to incorporate that genetic sample I sent you into the hybrid?
Yes, Doctor. They're in the larval stage now.
Good. We wouldn't want to keep our funders waiting.
Dr. Friedman, have you made any progress on our project?
Why, yes. We should have some results in a few days.
Good. Be sure to keep me advised of any developments.
Of course. And how are you today, my lovelies? Oh, I see you've made it through metamorphosis. And it looks like the protective partition was left open. Oh, dear.
I swore I closed it. Anyway, I don't think any of them got out.
Let's hope not.
Mom, I was out catching bees in a mason jar and one of them stung me.
Oh, my little entomologist. Come here, let me take care of that for you.
I don't feel too good.
There, all better. Now just go to sleep for a few hours and everything will be just fine.
Okay, Mommy.
Wow, so that's pretty cool, Brett. So you're also doing another show called Makeup with Artiste B? Tell me about that.
Yeah, I'm thinking it could be a show kind of like
Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, or one of these reality shows, where I can help people develop their look and their sound and their history and a good character for the movie. Sounds great, Brett. How do people contact you? You can text me your Animoji at 760-299-3037. That's 760-299-3037. Also, if you're into Facebook, on Facebook, we've got a Facebook group and page called Studio B. Check it out. Well, Brett, thanks for being on the show. Good luck with your film, and maybe I'll be in it. Who knows? Thanks for having me on the show, Mike. Until next time, I'm Brett Dixon. And I'm Mike Williams. Until next time.